If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. Memories warm you up from the inside, but they also tear you apart. I sometimes think that people's hearts are like deep wells. Nobody knows what's at the bottom. All you can do is imagine what comes floating to the surface every once in a while. Whatever it is you're seeking won't come in the form you're expecting. Taking crazy things seriously is a serious waste of time. Spend your money on the things that money can buy. Spend your time on the things that money cannot buy. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things cannot be learned at school. As time goes on, you'll understand that time solves most things, and what time cannot solve, you have to solve yourself. Life is not like water. Things in life do not necessarily flow over the shortest possible route. Pain is inevitable while suffering is optional. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. In this world, there are things you can only do alone, and things you can only do with somebody else. It's important to combine the two in just the right amount. Whenever I look at the ocean, I always want to talk to people. But when I'm talking to people, I always want to look at the ocean. What we seek is some kind of compensation for what we put up with. But who can say what's best? That's why you need to grab whatever chance you have of happiness where you find it, and not worry about other people too much. No matter how far you travel, you can never get away from yourself. You can hide memories, but you can't erase the history that produced them. Silence, I discover, is something you can actually hear. As we go through life, we gradually discover who we are, but the more we discover, the more we lose ourselves. If you can love someone with your whole heart, even one person, then there's salvation in life, even if you can't get together with that person. People die all the time. Life is a lot more fragile than we think. So you should treat others in a way that leaves no regrets. Fairly, and if possible, sincerely. Listen up, there's no war that will end all wars. Whatever it is you're seeking won't come in the form you're expecting. If you think of someone enough, you are sure to meet them again. I used to think the years would go by in order, that you get older 1 year at a time, but it's not like that. It happens overnight. You can keep as quiet as you like, but one of these days somebody is going to find you. There are ways of dying that don't end in funerals. Types of death you can't smell. Only you can fill in what's missing. It's not something another person can do for you. I dream. Sometimes I think that's the only right thing to do. No matter what they wish for, no matter how far they go, people can never be anything but themselves. A certain type of perfection can only be realized through a limitless accumulation of the imperfect. People fall in love without reason, without even wanting to. You can't predict it. That's love. The pure present is an ungraspable advance of the past devouring the future. In truth, all sensation is already a memory. Even if we could turn back, we would probably never end up where we started. If you think God's there, He is. If you don't, He isn't. And if that's what God's like, I wouldn't worry about it.